Alright, so I thought I'd start today with brushes, and I got this really nice, densely packed, it's sort of like a kabuki, well this is a kabuki, but I would use this typically for applying foundation to my face, about $3, Amazon. I'll just show you a couple other ones that I usually apply foundation with. These guys, this one is like a beauty blender. It sort of soaks up a lot of the product, so I don't like to use this one very often, but when I do, it gives a really nice, I don't know how to describe it, but it does the job when you do load it up with product. Now I got these two in a set with some other brushes that I don't just have in front of me at the moment. I do use this one quite a bit. This one is for applying dry powder foundation from like a compact. This one is Neutrogena Shine Control Powder. And then I also use it for, tone correcting e.l.f. And I really like these two in particular for applying my Makeup Raw Sauce, which is a product that looks like this. I put it on the back of my hand, and I use it for toning. It's sort of like a serum-y texture, and I just put it on the back of my hand, and then I swirl the brush in there, and then I just apply it really quick on my face because it's basically just like water. Now the Makeup Raw Sauce is made with maple water, which I think is beneficial for your skin. It almost like moisturizes, and I really enjoy that product. This particular product I do believe was $53. I don't know if it was so much worth it, as since I don't have any other toners that I could use for day to day. There's quite a lot of it in here. I think this is like 3 to 5 ounces of product. I mean, I haven't went through that much of it so far. They call this an atomizer, where you pour your product in here. Right here is the Makeup Raw Sauce, and you can spray it like a perfume almost, but since the Makeup Raw Sauce is thicker than alcohol or water, it actually comes out in like drops almost. Saves time from using the big one and like dumping it on your hand for the amount of product you use per day. It gives you what you need. I've got 2 other products I use in the morning. I've got Belief True Cream Aqua Bomb scented. It's so good. It's sort of, to me, it just smells like oranges, something. It just smells so good to me. It says it's got ladies mantle, so good for just dry patches you get, and a need almost, because I feel like whenever you take a shower, you get out of the shower and all of a sudden you're just getting all these like dry patches and stuff on your face. So I like to use that for dry patches. Before I got the Belief, before I even discovered Belief, I used to use this Grassroots Research Labs Triple Mushroom Intensive Anti-Wrinkle Cream just all over my face to prime for my makeup. That's a moisturizer, so I've actually learned to use other products as primers. One I bought recently, within the last month or so, was this Ulta setting spray. I think it's really good. It's got, let's see, aloe in it, rose extract, broccoli extract, cucumber extract, olive extract, almond extract, rosemary, and spinach. And it's also got citric acid, and I think they use citric acid as the preservative in this particular one. But anyway, this one works really well, but the spritzer, it's sort of like I showed you with my Makeup Raw Sauce. It just comes out just too thick for me. It just, and too centralized. Like if I show you, like it sprays in almost like clumps, versus some other high-end products I've purchased before. They come out in like more of a mist, and it's just like a huge mist. It's like the surface area it covers is so much greater than that. So possibly it could just be the way that the sprayer is. I also own Urban Decay's De-Slick Makeup Setting Spray. This one is oil control. I really like this one, but what I do most of all is I mix the 3 of them. Now I haven't shown you the last one. My last one is Smashbox Photo Finish Water Primer. Now I use all 3 of these before and after doing all my makeup. I feel like it just really sets your look and makes everything look uniform. and I also had some problems with like my smile lines bunching up my foundation, so I'm really looking forward to having these 3 products in my permanent collection forever, because I really like the way that they make my makeup last all day, and there's a lot less bunching up in my lines from my foundation and my powder. A lot of people I know use different types of foundation that correct that issue that they have with the bunching up around your smile lines, and I personally like this L'Oreal Visible Lift with the serum inside. I think it's retinol is the serum. I really like that one because it doesn't get inside your lines. It doesn't, you know, stay there for a while. But recently I picked up this Kat Von D Lock-It foundation. I think it's excellent full coverage. It says matte finish, transfer resistant, full coverage, 24-hour wear, oil free. I don't agree with all those statements because I do think that it transfers a lot. 24 hours, it does stay. Funnily enough, like after the first 18 hours, I feel like it actually looks better, unless it's on a certain area of my face, like my nose, which I think I have like a mild allergy to certain things, and I'm just a nervous person in general, so I like tend to itch my nose a lot just out of like a habit. Anyway, it tends to come off, and it also tends to sort of stay, like if I have the, you know, the dry patches, it will sort of bunch up in those areas and sort of look almost scaly in appearance, and I really hate that. But it's not as bad as all the other products I've ever used that were full coverage. So, really liking the Kat Von D. I have it in shade 42 Light. I've used about that much of it. So I've used it, you know, at least for a whole good week to know exactly what this product is all about. So to give you a good, honest, you know, review of it or whatever, that's important to me. I'm sure it's important for a lot of you watching. Now, this is one foundation I do not generally recommend. This is the Too Faced Born This Way in Snow. This is a Canadian product, I do believe. I thought I would love this product because of the color it offers. I did like the color, but a little bit into applying it, you will notice it clings to your dry patches, and then later on, say, you know, maybe about 12 hours later or 6 hours later or whatever. Anyway, I put this on right before I go to work and right after I'm done with work. Like, it just looks so oily, and the funny thing is it says oil free, so I don't know what is the issue with this product just in general, because it just looks like I've put tinted oil all over my face. And, you know, I put so many different pressed powders and translucent powders on my face to try and correct that oily problem. It does help, but nothing seems to counteract that issue I'm having with this particular foundation, and for $43 it was not worth it. I got this thing right here, this Meat Story sugar box, and it says number S23. I really like this. This was from my friend Tatiana. She's not currently a YouTuber, but she said she would like to be a YouTuber, so when she finally gets a channel, maybe, I'll link you down to her channel, or not, depending on what she wants, because I'm a very respectful friend of hers. And anyway, I got this from her. She gave this to me. She said, you know, she was trying to use it for baking on the under eye area, and she just didn't like it, you know, as much as it could be or whatever. But she decided to gift it to me, because I'm her friend and I really appreciate that, and I really actually love it compared to almost every single foundation, dry foundation product, pressed powder foundation, oh my gosh, I have ever used, because it's like seamless coverage. It doesn't look splotchy, like the color payoff. It really is a really good sealer for any type of liquid foundation that you have that you want to apply. Now, I have not used it more than a couple times. I do think that the way it like the way the product comes out is just a little strange. I'd love to like peel it out of there, but I know it would just get everywhere, and I don't want that. And I wish it was a little bit bigger, because this is so small, and like if it was about this size I would be more likely to use it more, because it's just so small, and I feel like my hands are huge, and anyway, it just makes me feel like a giant using it. Anyway, I love it to death. In fact, if the color was a little bit lighter, I'd probably use it more. I don't know, but I really like that product. Really appreciate getting it for free. Alright, so I also want to tell you guys about some freebies I received. Whenever I order on Sephora online, I get, you know, the 3 free samples you get. You can get, you know, your perfumes. This one is, I think it's pronounced Bulgari. This one is the coral scent. It's a really warm sort of I don't know how to describe it, but anyway, it's lovely. And I also have Black Opium by Yves Saint Laurent sample, and the Marc Jacobs Daisy Dream. Now, I also got another 0.1 full ounce, so I have 2 of these. I do want to do some sort of a giveaway possibly when I reach like 100 and 1,000 subscribers, but who knows if I'll actually get that many subscribers one day. Anyway, I wanted to give some of those away, possibly, because it's just something that it's so little, and I feel like if I fall in love with it, I'm gonna have to buy the bottle, and the bottle's like, you know, probably like $160 a piece, and it's just too much money for a perfume. On the subject of perfumes, I have 3 favorites that I just adore right now. This is the Black Heart. I think it's in their original fragrance. I don't know, it just smells like cotton candy and vanilla, and it reminds me of like a fair or something, and it just makes my heart so happy to wear. I also have Vampire in the red one. They also have like a coconut scented purple version, which I don't like as much. I think it's like Midnight Vampire or something like that, but this one is so good. It smells like vanilla and pineapple and cotton candy and some other scents that are just so good. It just smells so good. You'll have to either sniff it in store or whatever. And then the last fragrance I really love, but unfortunately the company who makes this went out of business, and I don't know if they're going to be back in stores or not, or whatever's going on, but this is Sky Rain by Deb. And Deb Stores was like, you know, that store in the mall that all the kids go to for their prom dress, and I just love this. This cost me about $14. I think this one was like $14, and then this one's like $11 to $14, so that's about my price range that I really like for getting colognes. Any cheaper than that, I feel like they're just not really good products, and any expensiver than that, then I just don't want to buy the products. It's just too much. Now, two other really nice freebies that I will be keeping for myself because I have bought these products previously. This one is the Better Than Sex Mascara by Too Faced. It's really good. The wand is just the best thing I've ever come across for mascara ever. It's just so, it just applies your mascara so beautifully. And then this NARS, I have another one that I have been using. I feel like NARS is like, everything is so matte. Like even their packaging is like soft and matte. So like I'm assuming if I ever get a foundation from them, it's just gonna be like the best thing ever. But you know, don't have money for that right now. Anyway, this mascara is, it comes with like a red sort of a thing. Anyway, it's just a unique product, and I've tried it on my top lashes and my lower lashes. On my lower lash, like it tends to get, you know, those little black spots because the wand is just so big. But on your top lash, it's not bad, except it's really easy to just like slip right through your eyelashes and like get yourself in the eye. It's not bad. It's really spiky. So for beginners, I do not recommend. But if sort of like a big wand is your thing, go for it. And I'm sure it's really, really good for putting false lashes and your regular lashes together to make a really lovely deep dark lash look. And the formula itself is wonderful. I've even thought to myself, I might be putting the Better Than Sex mascara one and other mascaras, who knows. I just might get creative with some stuff. So by all means, do whatever you want with your mascara life. Who knows? Maybe you have the same ideas as I do. Okay, so this is my favorite eyeshadow primer. Now, I've only used Urban Decay's Eyeshadow Potion one time, and I did not really care for it. And I mean, I've got a sample size now somewhere in my makeup drawer here that I'd love to use it. It's so small, and it was just, they cost so much. And anyway, this was like $5, and you get this whole tube, and it applies, it's got a little doe foot applicator. I've got one around here somewhere. Here it is. Anyway, this is the one I've been using, and it's lovely. You just put it on like almost like a lip gloss for your eye, and then you rub it in, and then it just makes whatever eyeshadow you use so much better and lasts so much longer, and you know, resist creasing and all that shenanigans that all the eyeshadow primers are known for. It says, Magic Primer will keep your eyeshadow from creasing, smudging, fading, melting. It has a bunch of, well, not actually that many. It's in, well, actually I didn't know they had shades, but this is in the REP1 shade. This is by Ruby Kisses, by the way, forgot to tell you. But actually the ingredient list isn't that long. It isn't as long as I thought it would be. So, if you can find this in stores, I get this from an Asian import store. It's just such a good, well, it's such a good product. I've never had anything that I liked better, so I mean, you can take my advice, or you can go out and find it and try it yourself or whatever, but I wanted to share that with you because it's a wonderful product, in my opinion. The next thing I got from Sephora, this is the Makeup Forever's Professional Artiste Shadows in number 2. I don't know if there were more or if they just named it 2 for fun. These are the shadows, and I'm really loving this one and the one below it. This one's like a peachy orange, and this one's like a peachy white, sort of off-white ivory, and then these two not as much, because I'm just not a huge fan of white eyeshadows, because I feel like if you have black eyeliner and white eyeshadow, that's like a signature look that is just not for me. I am digging this shade and this shade, and then this sort of is like a snakeskin, sort of a green, purple, and then there's this teal color. These two purples are going to be just lovely.
these two purples are gonna be...
Alright, so I also want to share with you guys my Z palette from Sephora. I have in here right now. These are samples that I got from Coastal Scents. And these are two Hot Pot shadows I got from Coastal Scents. I think one of them is Fireside and one of them said something about Glove. You can go ahead and go online and, you know, check that out if you're interested. I've got in here it's called Black Lace, and it's in the gray lace section. It's a Sephora shadow. And then below that I have, I think it's called, it's Prestige Cosmetics shade. I forget what it's called, but it's like it's also a snakeskin sort of a shade. And then I've got a Sephora shadow here. This is like my favorite. It's also a plum, sort of a sparkly look. And then below that I have a Makeup Forever shade. It's the one that I feel like all the other YouTubers are like raving about. Okay, Makeup Forever in M928. Very highly pigmented. It's just super great. I guess I could swatch it for you. You can use it wet or dry because it's one of those versatile shadows.
And that's what that one looks like.
Now this is a palette I picked up very, very recently. This is a Pure palette from Kohl's. It says Starry Eyed, pureminerals.com. It has 5 shades in there. My favorite shade is the one on the end. It's called Eternal because it's like this matte brown color, and I feel like it would go super well with the Makeup Forever one I just showed you. This one is like, it's like a chestnut brown, and it's just so beautiful. I have 2 similar shades here. It's in the Buxom Make Your Own palette. It's called Leather. That shade is so close to this shade here. This shade was like $10, and then you can get this whole thing for $40. This is the Sephora one. I don't know if you guys can see all that glitz. And then this is the Buxom one. But they are just so close. I feel like I definitely want to show them in a video together. Okay, this one's Patent Leather. I do believe this one is Mink Magnet, Peach Soiree or something like that. Laundry Leather, Jet Setter, and Big Spender. These are my mattes, and these are shimmers. This one's like a glitter / sparkle. And another palette I made for myself. Some shadows here. This is the Dongongmin Jello Color Kit. Really liked this. The colors were great. The color payoff was great. The shadows themselves do tend to crease just a little bit, and that's not always flattering, but if you're going for like that club sort of grunge look, I think they're perfect. The light colors are so shimmery, and they just blend so well together. They call it a jello sort of a consistency. Here, I'll just show you these two here. This one is Mercury, and then I'll show you Mars. And they're just lovely. Here, I'll show you that one right here. And they blend really well together. I'm just gonna blend them for you. And they're so pretty. Super pretty. Okay, so these are sort of like dupes for each other, and these are 2 products I was going to show in a look very soon. They're both sort of like a corally peachy color. So this one has the jello texture like the Donggonmin palette. It's just it's very soft. And it sort of has like a peachy sparkly. It barely shows up, but it's so pretty, and I use it as a transition shade. And then this one is more of like a glitter top coat. This one's from Ulta. This one was from Almay, by the way. I got this on clearance for $2.50. And then this one was also at Ulta. Anyway, Ulta products, clearance, so good. They also usually have, like, you know, your buy one get two free or whatever going on. Super fun to shop at Ulta with clearance, because you can walk out with like 25 of these for like, you know, under $50 or whatever. This is an Almay shadow. I got it, actually just defotted itself. Yay! Lovely, right? Anyway, it's like sapphire blue, so pretty, and Midnight Sky is its name. Anyway, I was gonna do a blue look. I've got some blue pencils here that I got from Ulta on clearance. So anyways, on another side note here, I've got some green products I also received from Ulta, and these were on clearance. And then I've also got some brown products from Ulta that I'm also gonna do two separate looks for you guys, because I really want to. Now on to some eyeliners I got. This is Prestige Nightlight eyeshadow. This was on clearance. It's super pigmented. It's got this sort of like multicolor sparkle, but it's really understated, so it could be worn like with anything. Also, I'm sure you all know about the e.l.f. liquid eyeliner. I picked up one of those recently. That's what that one looks like. They look kind of the same, but I just feel like the other one's just so much drier. This is the Trooper special edition for her, where she would like donate like $1 to an organization. I can't remember what it was, but anyway, I really thought that was great. I got that one online, and it just works so much better than the original one I bought. And I also just wanted to share two Holy Grail products that I got. This one's from Sephora. This is it's actually a cream blush. It's beautiful, and I use it for lips, actually. So here it is. It's got blue undertones. It's bright red. It's so pretty. It like buffs into like a pink with like blue undertones. Anyway, it looks beautiful with my skin tone, especially when I have makeup on. And then this is Celia Shadow. This is in antique gold. It's so pretty, and there is just no other product like it. It's like pure gold flakes. And here, I'm just gonna a swatch a little tiny bit of it, and it's so versatile. You can put it on thick, you can put it on thin. It's like the prettiest thing you've ever seen, ever, because trust me, kids, right there and right here. So just really quickly before I go, I wanted to share with you guys another product that I use. This is a primer, a Holy Grail product, you know, whatever. Hourglass Veil Mineral Primer. It feels like you basically put icing on your face, and it's just like, it makes your skin so smooth, makes it so easy to apply makeup, and I feel like you use less of your foundation. Say, you know, you got a really expensive one, you really just want to use a little bit of foundation, you put this on beforehand, it makes your makeup last longer, and it also keeps your foundation out of your smile lines here. I feel like worth the $52. However, you know, it could be cheaper. So, alright, so I'd like to take a second and thank my viewers for their time. Click and subscribe and like if you wish to do so, and thanks for watching.